Planned Parenthood has a sex ed book out in case you're curious. One of the earlier chapters is 12 too young to know I'm bi? Doesn't that depend on how many puberty blockers you took? So mom has the gay best friend she never had? Can I get a holla for a Planned Parenthood blast for the ages that will guarantee me never getting a job interview for any white-collar job in Manhattan as long as I live? Holla! Planned Parenthood has a sex ed book out in case you're curious. One of the earlier chapters is, can you die from masturbating too much? My advice to my kids, it doesn't hurt trying. After you outgrow your sweaty sex period, which lasts 3 months max. Can I get another holla for giving props to the finite shelf life of bed elevating sex with your significant other, which I shouldn't be applauding or cheering or giving hollers anytime this century, because that means that I live to strip myself of all carnal induced joy. Holla! Planned Parenthood has a sex ed book out now called In Case You're Curious. Reminds me of my graphic novel, By Curious George, for sexually confused hipster spawn reared on Lou Reed Records in Bushwick. Can I get a holla for offending the bookstore clerk in Cold Spring like I give two shits, knowing my children have avocado dumps that exude more gravitas loaded charisma than you could ever possibly squirm out of your weasel, four-eyed, sorry excuse for a mojo rising body. Holla! How is the border wall racist, Bernie? I didn't know walls could be accused of hate speech now. Are you calling the wall racist because our U.S. military is building it despite most of the men in the armed forces being men of color? Blowhard breath? Ban ICE. Dun, dun, dun. Ban ICE. Because Homeland Security was so weapons of mass destruction years. Can I get a holla for an 8+ gem in Doodle Dad Does Jokes? Available on Amazon exclusively, at least for the time being. Holla! Because I need more reviews. Holla! Because I can't get a job doing social media marketing for Planned Parenthood. Holla! This is a Doodle Dad in London in a couple of weeks at a comedy club. Trying to impress Jim Jeffries' agent. How is England considering Jeremy Corbyn as your next prime minister? He plugged Hamas on Iranian TV as brothers in arms. And I thought France, Germany, and Switzerland were in dire straits. Can I get a holla for I want my MTV? Back when Cherry Pie was on constant rotation. Holla! How can you respect the news media these days, knowing they protected the likes of Harvey Hairclumps Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein as if their meal tickets depended on it, despite their insistence on being heroes to the American people who give Bubba a pass? But, hey, folks, if there's a positive message as far as there being a sign of hope for some people deciding to change their ways and not enable monster pedophiles or A-list starlet rapists like Harvey Hairclumps Weinstein, I have this to offer. Harvey Weinstein's wife of 15 years finally divorced him. She finally left him so she could focus on her lifetime battle with amnesia. Can I get a holla for the hits keep on coming? You can only hope to contain me. KP could have been reality in the Knicks, but we're eternally cursed because of the frozen envelope theory, which is when David Stern made sure that the draft was rigged so we could get Patrick Ewing to watch him, his sweaty flops of despair, eliminate us from being a contender ever again. He's got plenty of heart, but we're basically screwed as longtime Knick lovers, and that's just the reality, and I got to get into fucking hockey or I'm going to lose my mind this winter. Holla! I don't know if that's going to happen, folks. I am a Ranger fan. Hey, kid, I'm almost done. Give me a second. Can you explain to me in a second? Because I'm in a flow right now. I'm in a punchline sprint. The name of this podcast is Punchline on Fire. Punchlines on Fire. But I'm not on fire if I'm just having a conversation with you right now. So I love you very much, but you need to vamos and respect Daddy's Punchlines on Fire. Fine, what? I can't afford dead air. Tell me. Tilda, are you going to make lemonade? Lemonade! That cool, refreshing drink. So you made lemonade for your stuffed animals? For D2? Okay, for your teacher? Okay, that's very sweet. I appreciate the announcement. Lemonade! That cool, refreshing drink. Again, this is me, Dude Old Dad, the Comedy Club in London. Dude Old Dad. How is England considering Jeremy Corbyn as your next Prime Minister? He called Hamas brothers on Iranian TV the way I call black guys in New York with affection who love old school nasty knives. You're a slave to a rhyme in my page. Well, can I get a holla for the ultimate linguistic genius, nasty knives? My rhymes are tougher than dice forevermore. Holla! So this is Jimmy Kimmel at home. Jimmy Kimmel. This is Jimmy Kimmel. Who cares if ABC didn't run the Epstein story? Fanatical Trump supporters are the ones more obsessed with pedophilia, Pizzagate than the Democrats are. And his wife replies, you don't want to do stand-up in middle America for a living? I get it, Jimmy. Can I get a holla for encapsulating the patronizing aura of Jimmy Kimmel's wife, although chances are she thinks that Trump supporters are deplorable racist hicks who don't know any better, but you know, she's married to Jimmy Kimmel, so how great can her taste be in deep, probing intellects to be jealous of any time in this lifetime or the next? So this is Jimmy Kimmel tensing. Poll says herpes can beat Trump in the 2020 election. In other words, he expects Trump to reemerge triumphant as a scarring reminder of how limited the powers of introspection are for a hit comic from Vegas. Weird, weak, Howard sucks too. Can I get a holla? For Donald Trump exposing Howard for being a freaking hypocritical Hillary Hammertime's cankle sighting. I apologize for my edgy shock jock ways in the past. I was just trying to be popular, and now I'm with Beth, and I like my ghoulish tranny bride, and I want to keep her happy forevermore, so I have to suck off Jimmy Kimmel and be ultra PC and be Weird Week Howard. F Weird Week Howard. Long time! So this is me at the Comedy Club again, London. Do it all dead. Just 1 in 5 people in Britain say the Bible is irrelevant to them. How hard is Ricky Gervais right now? Not even Steve Carell on the telly advertising his latest $100 million blockbuster can bring it down. Can I get a holla for more atheist dumpage on Ricky Gervais? Still the best Golden Globe host of all time, but he deserves some dumpage. That's laugh out loud funny, just like himself. Holla! It's an insult to call Greg Giraldo a great roaster. No, it isn't. True stand-up is a punchline sprint, not a meandering act out with your hands with no hard punchlines in sight like Dane Cook for the past 15 years and counting. Greg Giraldo was Tommy motherfucking Hearns. This is the Do It All Dad Year podcast, dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Can children our kids a comedy, can make our kids great again, and I'll talk to you guys soon.